Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do a short video, hopefully it's going to be short, discussing what I want from tech in the future. I'm very excited, so let's get right into it. I think I want mass integration. Cross-compatibility between devices would be amazing. The ability to control one device with another device. To me, this is the greatest thing that's holding us back from better technology. Like, ChatGPT is great, not integrated with anything, except Bing, but it's kind of like it doesn't matter really. So, to get some idea of what I want from the future, I'm gonna take a look at some nerdy sci-fi movies, because why not? So, first, let's talk Star Wars. If you are not a fan of Star Wars, first of all, what are you doing? But more importantly, you may not get this portion. You may not understand it as well. So I'm going to try to give some examples from the Star Wars universe to kind of help. So in the movies and TV shows, everyone has a little device on their wrist, and they call it a wrist communicator. Ooh, ah. And almost every character has one. You have Jedi, clones, bounty hunters, and they all have these wrist communicators, and they can be used as tracking devices, phones, remotes, transmitters of coordinates, and they have holographic displays for video calls and pertinent information, schematics, and all sorts of other things. I want this level of integration. They just work with everything. You want to pull something off a hologram table, boom, you just tell the communicator to transmit the data to your wrist. You want control over an entire ship, just ask the droid next to you for the controls. Transfer all the ship functions to your wrist. Today, the best we really have is like an Apple Watch, I guess, which, it can do your heart rate. I mean, it can show how many steps your grandma got. It can show how long you didn't sleep for, if the battery even manages to struggle through the night. They can't tap into other devices and control them, except for camera or something, but even then it doesn't work very well. Siri, absolutely useless. Siri can't do anything. We have large language models now, they call it AI. Why not integrate those into wearable devices, watches and phones even? Why can't we tell ChatGPT to give me access to devices that are on my network? Why doesn't that work? That's what I think we need in the future. We need integration between all the devices on our network so they can communicate with each other. Anyway, bouncing off of that, in the Star Wars universe, the techie people have these little devices. They're like a tablet, and they can tap into consoles and gather information off of them. They can hack those systems. It sounds kind of similar to the wrist communicator, but it's a little different. It seems like for these devices, the sky is really the limit. They can open locked doors, they can disarm or fix systems that are down. They can gather intel, diagnose problems, and work around all kinds of issues. And if I could just plug my iPad into my PC and it would automatically fix everything on my PC for me, it would absolutely be a miracle. I have so many problems. But imagine if you could just plug it in and it could tune your computer perfectly and basically fix anything on your computer, get through any barrier. You just tell it what you want and it just gets it done. That would be amazing. We need that level of integration, and I think it would be super valuable and really cool. So, enough with the Star Wars stuff. Let's move on to another nerdy, some other people participate in this franchise, but Marvel, of course. The two great franchises that have been ruined in the last few years. Yes, delicious. I think we can all agree, though, that Iron Man is awesome. He's got Jarvis, who's like the most useful Google assistant that's ever existed, and it can perform complex tasks and basically do whatever Iron Man wants. It just tells Jarvis what he wants done. It's super cool. The problem with ChatGPT on our side is it can't do anything. It can't access anything physical. It can't edit settings or files on your computer. It's not on device. Like, I guess Jarvis is kind of like on a server, but like he's also on device. I don't know. He's on Iron Man's like own network. So if the language model was on your device, you could like use it anywhere at any time. It'd be super cool. It can't perform complex tasks because it doesn't really understand what you're saying. It's just like putting words together. I don't know how to explain it exactly, but it's not super smart, and it doesn't know precisely what you want. And often it gives you inaccurate information, and really it's just kind of lame. But the next level, I think, of personal computing involves a real-life Jarvis that can do what I want by conducting research, experimenting, and executing what I want done. The mouse and keyboard is kind of a crappy interface when you compare it to just like telling some bot what you want it to do. And, you know, it could be a complex task and you're just like, I want this done. And it'll go through and do everything perfectly, and that would be ideal. Another thing I think that would significantly increase productivity is like proper hand tracking, so that we could like interact with things in 3D space. In the Iron Man movies, we see Tony Stark interacting with holographic models and schematics. He even uses augmented reality to do stuff like daily tasks, and it's always like offering him tips and such. We're beginning to see things like this in VR headsets that have pass-through, but you still need the big chonky headset in front of you, and it makes your hair look all funky, and it's just not great. Once again, you really can't do anything with the things that you interact with in the VR space. Your headset can't start up your computer or get the coffee brewing or burn your toast, you know, it can't do any of that stuff. You also don't have great pass-through technology yet. We're kind of limited to grainy cameras and sort of mediocre hand tracking right now. In my opinion, hand tracking is a really powerful thing that allows the user to move things exactly where they want in 3 dimensions, which is really powerful. If you can access things behind you and in front of you and all around you, it's just so much more powerful. Modeling and other tasks like that would be made so much easier with good hand tracking. Proper modeling software and good integration would just make it beautiful. And the other thing is, daily tasks with AR would be made so easy because you could just interact with something in front of you and it would go start something somewhere else, go start a task somewhere else. You don't have to move to get things done. It would save so much time. The other thing about Stark's AR is it's always listening, and it's always watching what's going on around him. So it provides suggestions for the best course of action. Like, it has these circles that kind of identify things and, you know, provide him with knowledge that he needs to do what he needs to do. If we had tips, like little tips and tricks and stuff in the corner of our eyes, we might go crazy. But more importantly, we might like actually get tasks done. Like, if you don't know how to do this, it just like shows you in the corner of your eye, and that's it. You know how to do it now. You just read the little thing, and then boom, it'll like guide you through everything that you need to get done. You don't know how to fix a sprinkler, you know, it'll show you how to do it. It'd be so cool. It would make things so much easier. You could get so much done yourself. With, you know, usually you have to like call professionals in and stuff to do things that you don't know how to do. But with this, you'd just be like, oh, I can do this. This is super easy. And, you know, you wouldn't have to ask anybody else. It'd be great. And you'd be saving time with all the other things that you're doing, that you're saving time on, you know, all the other tasks. So you would have time for things like this. So those are the biggest things that I want out of tech in the future. I think we need integration across devices. I think that's the biggest one. I want to plug my phone into stuff and hack it and use it as an interface for the big system. I want to be able to do that. Why isn't my phone my primary PC yet? I might go over this in another video later, but everyone thought phones were going to be our primary devices, like the be all end all, but they can't do everything. Like internet browsing on a phone compared to like a PC kind of sucks. Everything kind of sucks on a phone. Like doing business on a phone kind of sucks. It just doesn't compare to a PC. So I think if I could plug my phone into something, to an interface that would make it easier to get things done, that would be so cool. Phones aren't the most powerful devices. I mean, they're getting more powerful and they're getting more, the processors are getting more compact. But, if I could tie my phone into a more powerful system and get what I need done, using my phone as a login or an interface, it'd be so much better. It would make things way faster. So I want my devices to communicate with each other in a smart way. I also think we need greater depth of interaction with our devices. Like a mouse and keyboard's okay, but like I said, 3 dimensions, if you could move things in 3 dimensions, it would be a game changer. And if we could speak and allow our device to figure out, like with language models and such, if we could do that, then it would make things so much faster. And if they were like good quality language models and they actually understood what you wanted, it would be fantastic. I think we would be more equipped to get what we need done. We would be more informed because you just read something in the corner of your eye, and we would be better off overall if we had these things. Anyway, that's the end of my rant. Thanks so much for watching. It's always so much fun for me to kind of dream about what I hope for in the future, especially in tech. And if you enjoyed this discussion... No, my kitty! If you enjoyed this discussion, give me a like and a comment. If you, let me know what you guys want from the future of tech. I think it'd be super cool to hear what you guys think we need in the future. And that's it. Bye-bye.